How do you like my new style, Carrie? I was actually hoping you wouldn't ask. It almost makes you seem like a different person. I can't believe you and James actually visited the Baptist church. You are not thinking of converting, are you? No, of course not. I would only do that if I was shown proof that Christianity was true. But at least Miss Jenkins and I respect each other now, and that's a huge change.
Good morning, class. Today, we will be focusing on the American Revolution. Open your history books to page 37 and we will begin. The American colonists were increasingly frustrated with the British king and Parliament for their approving taxes on the colonists without their being represented in Parliament. This eventually caused them to revolt.
You know what's so damn funny about that? What? The white colonists were willing to fight for their own freedom, but they didn't give a damn about freeing the black slaves among them. It wasn't until the Civil War nearly a century later that slavery ended. You are right. I guess hypocrisy is its own punishment. If American slavery had ended in 1776, there would have been no Civil War.
Girls, if you don't stop chatting, I will send one or both of you to the principal's office.
Mr. Bentley, we were actually discussing the very subject of the class.
Debbie Smith, I am still the teacher here, and until I finish the lecture, no one else speaks.
Right, and that is how a society slowly becomes fascist. Still wish you were being homeschooled, Carrie?
That's it. Both of you, get out.
So you are the new principal. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances.
Mr. Bentley says you were being disruptive in class.
I guess that depends on how you define disruptive, sir.
Would you care to explain that, Miss Sims? Or shall I just assume you were being sarcastic?
Debbie and I were objecting to the white-centered views of the American Revolution.
Aren't you white?
Yes, but I am being raised by a black mother. She told me that while the white colonists were willing to fight for their own freedom in the 1770s, they cared nothing for the black slaves among them. The American Revolution did nothing for them. Clearly, unless and until all people are willing to fight for the freedom of all other people, the concept of freedom is not valid.
Impressive. Most people your age are not nearly so thoughtful. I have an idea. Technically, this is supposed to be your punishment for your behavior in class today, but I really think you might enjoy this. I want you to write a 1,000-word essay detailing your political beliefs. It will be due in 2 weeks. If you do this, you will receive no detention and your record will be wiped clean.
Are there any specific rules for this essay? Are Carrie and I supposed to write 500 words each?
You may be allowed to quote from other sources, as long as you cite them properly, but at least 80% of your words must be your own.
What do you think, Carrie? I know it might be easier to just take the detention, but this is an opportunity to take a real stand for our values. I agree, Debbie. Mr. Hernandez, we will begin working on the essay this Friday.
Then you are dismissed. And please remember, there is a time and a place for everything. Even the most hardcore revolutionaries should understand the value of respecting others.